Welcome to Wildlife. Get ready for the freshest animal moments. Laughter, surprise, the wild side of nature and our furry heroes, all in one video. Let's begin. On a snowy path, a small but incredibly confident penguin calmly waits for two people to move aside. He doesn't even try to wade through the deep snow, just stands there, staring patiently. And when they finally notice him, they instantly step aside. Unbelievable! No one expected such boldness from a cat. As a dog peacefully ate from his bowl, the cat didn't just come closer, he climbed right into the cage and started scratching the dog. He chased the poor pup away just to eat the food himself. A cunning and fearless cat who definitely won't let anyone push him around. While the owner looked away, her dog decided to treat himself to a spa day. In a muddy puddle, he rolls around, blissful and happy. For him, mud is better than any luxury salon. The sausage is gone, and the pills, carefully spit out. This retriever isn't just smart, he's a pharmaceutical genius. A truly heartwarming moment. It seems a flying squirrel built a nest in a drain pipe, and during heavy rain, 4 tiny babies were washed onto the road. They were freezing, weak, and helpless. But people couldn't just walk by, they took them in, warmed them, fed them, and surrounded them with care and love. Now they're a happy little family of tame gliders. A cat wanted to nap comfortably on his owner's desk, but the man gently pushed him away. So, the cat came up with a new idea. He squeezed himself into a plastic cup. At first, the fluffy red cat tried to send the chicken over Bluetooth, but when the connection failed, he went for it himself. Heartbreaking. An orangutan desperately charges at the bucket of an excavator tearing down his home. He doesn't understand why the forest is falling, he only knows he must protect it. A powerful and unforgettable moment. Clearly, during the heavy rains, this mole's burrow got flooded. Now he's running around the house, desperately looking for a new dry shelter. The owner nearly had a heart attack when he saw his cat lying on the balcony railing, so dangerously high. He didn't shout, afraid to scare the little one. Instead, he calmly called him back inside. A man tossed food to an eagle, but it missed, and no one expected another eagle to swoop in, faster and sharper, and snatch the prize. Picture this, a guy spots a monkey in a meadow, does a backflip, and she copies him. Unbelievable, the monkey mirrored his acrobatic trick like a reflection. A man was walking his small dog when suddenly a pit bull attacked. He had been strolling right along the fence, taunting the guard dogs barking behind it. Pit bulls don't forgive that. But at the very last moment, the man lifted his pup high above his head, and no one got hurt. The angry pit bull quickly backed off. Pigeons have gotten so bold that one of them climbed into a feed bucket, risking becoming dinner. But the horse proved much smarter than the silly birds. A man set up night vision to film his cats, and quickly discovered which one was responsible for the mysterious nightly smells. When a keeper climbed onto another elephant, the little one clearly got jealous. He rushed over, bouncing around, demanding the man get off. A scene of pure jealousy, and strangely touching. A construction worker decided to save a puppy drowning in a canal. With incredible precision, he scooped the little one out with his excavator bucket and sent him safely on the ground. When this rhino was sedated to treat his leg, her calf didn't understand what was happening. The baby charged at the vets with all his strength. A true little protector. 。 At first I thought this was AI, but it was a real rescue. Without that excavator bucket, the elephant would never have escaped. A dog stood on a floating crate in a pool, trying to climb out. He pressed his paws against the edge, but his platform drifted away. In the end, he just flopped into the water. A wild brown bear was playing with a fence. Everything went fine until the elastic cord snapped back and hit him in the most sensitive spot. The bear rolled on the ground in pain. I bet he'll never go near that fence again. A small seal got stuck between wooden logs and couldn't get out. Rescuers rushed in. Men carefully tried to pull the logs apart, while the frantic mother seal never took her eyes off her baby. With combined efforts and her persistence, the pup was freed. Here's the simplest fishing method: just a piece of meat. No rods, no reels, only clever thinking and a bit of patience. Badgers can be unbelievably stubborn. The owner tried pushing one out the door with a shovel, but the creature kept squeezing its rear end back inside. Just look at the monster these fishermen pulled out of the depths, the catch of a lifetime. This video shows a true rescue from a trap. A huge capybara somehow fell into a deep storm drain and couldn't escape. Special equipment was brought in to remove the grate, and the poor animal was finally saved. And here's how brutal bees can be. When their queen stops laying eggs, they no longer need her. The workers form a ball around her, heating her up until she dies. A cruel law of nature. A cat went fishing, but something went hilariously wrong. Instead of an easy catch, a splash, soaked whiskers, and a very awkward bath. Here's a fascinating method authorities use to fight destructive bottom trawling. No more words, no more warnings, just action. Giant boulders are dropped onto the seabed, creating obstacles that tear the nets and stop illegal fishing. How is this even possible? A deer's jump looked unreal, and he didn't hit a single tree with those massive antlers. Crossing a raging river, people in an SUV thought they hit a log. They didn't realize it was a massive crocodile. Luckily, the reptile escaped unharmed. The squirrel never expected this feeder to be so well protected. She spun around like she was on a roller coaster, but reaching the seeds was impossible. It looks like this pigeon is mocking 3 cats trying to sneak up on him. The hunt failed miserably. A guy was peacefully sleeping in his bed when suddenly someone started breaking down the door. Luckily, the stubborn elephant calmed down and left the house alone. A tiger set up the perfect ambush. A herd of spotted deer walked straight into his trap. Lightning attack and prey in his claws. A family found a deer with a broken leg, weak, terrified, and with her fawn by her side. They didn't abandon her, they took her home. They cared for her, healed her, and when she was strong again, they released her back into the wild. The fawn never left her side, A moving story of kindness. A man was fishing from his kayak when this happened. A tiger shark mistook his kayak for prey, and the fisherman was lucky to pull his leg away just in time. Just an ordinary day in the life of Belgian Malinois puppies, and it's absolutely insane. These dogs are little hurricanes on 4 legs, full of energy, chaos, and unstoppable fun. A Sarima chick was in trouble, tangled and unable to escape. People rushed to help, carefully freeing him while the frantic parents cried nearby. Finally, he was free again. A small rescue, but it meant the world. The owner led his horse into the water. Without hesitation, she began to swim, strong, graceful, and calm. A mesmerizing scene of trust and harmony between human and animal. A silly puppy tried to bite a kitten, but Mama Cat was right there. The owner had to hold her back because she was ready to tear the attacker apart. A wild raccoon clearly choked on something, and people had to help by slapping him on the back. The trick worked, the raccoon coughed it up. Every morning, a 90-year-old woman would pet and feed a dog through the fence. When she passed away, the dog still waited for her by the fence every day. A baby elephant got stuck between 2 dry roots, but people came to help. The rescue was long and tough, but finally successful. Yet the cheeky calf suddenly charged at his saviors. Fear? Gratitude? Either way, unforgettable. At first, I thought it was some strange snake, but then I realized it was actually a turtle's neck. Kittens are just like kids. Look how they play on this little slide. This bird flew straight into the nose of an airplane. Not a movie scene, real life. The bird's fate is tragic, but thankfully the plane landed safely. A dog got stuck between 2 concrete walls, too narrow to escape. People rushed in, breaking the wall brick by brick. A tense moment, but the rescue ended happily. This time the lynx's hunt failed completely. The chicken was too well protected. Every morning, a cat walks the kids to the school bus. But as soon as the doors close, she dashes back home to warm her little paws.
Good boy.
These guys dressed up as a bull to fool a real one. Amazingly, the plan worked. The bull never realized he was being tricked. A tiny chick fell into the water and was drowning until a woman spotted him. She gently pulled him out and never let go. From that moment, he wasn't just saved, he had a new home. Kindness that changes fate. This is pure intelligence on display. Monkeys solve a complex puzzle with stunning precision and creativity. Every step is deliberate, as if we're watching contestants on a brainy game show, not animals. And here's a runaway horse that clearly never learned the traffic rules. A tourist's nightmare, finding a rattlesnake inside your boot. Pure shock. During a flood, the river rose too high, and a dog couldn't cross as usual. He barked, panicked, and then his owner appeared. Without hesitation, the man jumped in and saved him. True loyalty from both sides. After massive floods in Florida, people were catching giant fish right in front of their houses. This pigeon looked shocked. He just made new friends, but they turned out to be very strange. When the heat is unbearable, dogs get creative. Some dive into fountains, some splash in puddles, and some even climb into refrigerators. Proof that cooling down can be fun and full of character. And now, a special compilation of vicious, sassy, and utterly fearless cats who never miss a chance to bully poor unsuspecting dogs. Here, whiskers, claws, and attitude rule the day.
Ow! That's oh shit. Oh my god, this is the craziest. What the? Holy.